BMW 640i Gran Coupe. A car broken in ways that I just couldn't imagine possible. This video, I'll kind of detail where I'm at with this project. There's already been some footage as me receiving the car and stuff like that. And to be honest, this has been a course of 4 months so far, and something that I thought I'd be able to get and flip and be done with in about 90 days, and it's just been a slow go with it. Not even to the core problem, which was the transmission issue, as it's taken a while to source all the interior parts, mainly just getting parts that match the color, and of course, receiving some parts that weren't quite right and having to go back and forth. So we've made some progress, lots more to go, and along with the other project cars here, this one is one that we'll be following along with for a little while here, but I don't plan on keeping this car. I bought this with the intentions of selling it, and we will see if I'm successful in that. So there it is, Project 640i, in delivering middle of the street, Lafayette here in St. Louis. A faux pas, a classic line learned from Clueless, where something from far away looks great. This car clearly is that. It looks awesome from far away, nice lines and stuff, but as you get close, a lot of flaws begin to show up. In this case, the interior is what I was not expecting. Just melted armrests, door panels, broken iDrive, just all sorts of things that were broken in a way I was not prepared for, nor cost-wise was prepared for. The mechanical stuff, sure, but the rest of this, no way. All right, so we've talked about the issues with the 640i, and some parts have arrived, so we're heading to the shop here to get to work. So maybe we'll have working air conditioning, see door trim that's not so terrible. We'll see. And I'm not sure we'll get to the oil pan today. I doubt it, as there's another car on the lift where we're heading, but we'll see. So the transmission in the state it's in, I kind of have to slow roll to the shop here, but thankfully the shop is legitimately a 10-minute walk from this house, so not too bad, but you definitely have to slow roll or she'll go into that drivetrain malfunction mode as demonstrated earlier. And I'm not sure if you can see that well, but got a little too excited and there we are in the good old drivetrain malfunction mode, lip mode. So, oh well. So we got low tires and manual mode, but we're doing all right. So here we are at Bimmers R US Curated with the world's cheapest BMW 640i Gran Coupe, trying to understand what all is wrong and how much I'll have to dig into my pockets to solve it.
Looks like it's still need to the back's out and the front's.
And the reassembly.
That one. You're right, napping down the street is useless.
Told you. So now working on the air conditioner vent fan. So, after some troubleshooting by Greg the car wizard, we have discovered it's not the blower motor, but actually the resistor. Kind of like the interior, as I've shared before, some of the photos, just really a lot of cosmetic damage and stuff like that. Just really takes away from the car in a way. So, of course, you got, you know, wheel scuffs and stuff like that, but odd stuff like rocker panels that seem to be broken. Of course, the paint is not the very best, but we have other things like, you know, cracked rear tail ends, just scuff marks along the bumper. Looks like, if you look closely here, like this must have been rear-ended or made some sort of impact. So there's a lot of small things here which kind of take away from overall the car itself. And sorry for the overhead helicopter. So there's a bunch of work still left to be done here. As shared previously, clearly the transmission work is probably the next major thing here. Already begun the work of replacing all of the broken interior bits. And in fact, spoiler alert, here is where all the broken things have landed that I've replaced. So of course we've done a door panel, we got the rear console, the vent fan, which although that wasn't necessarily bad since I had the part, I replaced it with a new one. Changed out the resistor for the HVAC system, and we just got several pieces back here of interior parts that have already been changed and stuff like that. So I'm not so sure if this idea of me trying to turn a profit on flipping a car is going to necessarily work out with this one. It's been a learning, I guess, I don't know what the best word is. I've learned a lot from this, really. Probably in the future, I'll do a better job of doing a pre-inspection personally instead of just kind of taking the details as given by whatever owner of the car is. Not that they are, any person like that would necessarily be telling me a story, but just so I can see for myself. Because some people consider some things to be broken a certain way, and I might consider it to be broken a different way. This car certainly is broken in ways that I could never imagine, but we're getting there. So quick editor's note here. While working on this video, I recognized that I had not done any sort of exposition as to why I have this car, what about this car, and etc. So let's rewind a little bit. So this past summer, I got a phone call from my mother saying she had a friend who was selling this BMW 640i, and you know, I've had a bunch of miracle projects with cars where I've gotten for a low price and have been able to make something out of it. So that's how I got interested in this vehicle. And so the person who was selling the car was actually selling it significantly below wholesale price. So it made it interesting to me, and based on what was detailed in the car, some drivetrain issues and some other mechanical problems that made the car not worth it to her to fix. And so based on the price that I was able to negotiate for the car and shipping and stuff like that, that's how I got into it. So this 2013 BMW 640i was a project of opportunity as I saw it, whereas perhaps with some mechanical work and some wizardry in terms of the transmission, I'd be able to sell it and maybe flip it and make a small profit. As we've seen from the video where I've shared so far, there were a lot of other issues that I didn't quite calculate, and maybe ones that if I had seen the car in person, even granted the price that I bought it at, might have been able to negotiate even a lesser price, just because of the fact that there were some issues that, while small, all piled up to being significantly more expensive of a project than I was first initially anticipating. So anyways, just a little exposition as to how I got here, and perhaps going forward we will have some other ideas as to how to do better next time when trying to buy a car and flip it and stuff like that, if I want to get in that business. Well, again, that's not what I do. I enjoy cars. I buy them mostly to drive them. I've never ever bought a car with the intention of just selling it. So that's that. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this video and others that I've presented so far, I would sure appreciate a like, a subscribe, tell your friends, and as we go along, I'll do better with audio quality and subject matter and stuff like that. And I have some great ideas coming soon that'll be more than just, hey, here's a broken car, here's what I'm doing to fix it. I have some other cool automotive ideas, and would love to have you guys all part of my adventure. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.